Hey you guys, it's raining out again, and I am driving to work. I took yesterday off. If you'll watch my other video, I talked about how the endometriosis got to me yesterday, and I always remembered, to try to walk it off as much as possible, which I did, and I felt really a lot better afterwards. And I had this dream, and I forgot the offerings I've given to Morrigan over the last couple months, and I had this incredible dream and I think part of it was because I walked and I got all that extra detoxification out of my body from sweat. And then the ritual I done that Mina sent me, and it's incredible. I love that ritual. I'm gonna try to do it without the certain elements that I don't need anymore, just doing the ones that I can work with at this point until I can find something different. Hopefully I can buy another one from her, a ritual that is custom for me. I want to actually save up money to get a litho box from her or something. I really want to do a Samhain one because that's associated with Morrigan. But make a long story short, because I'm rambling again, is that I had this dream, and I have PCOS, endometriosis, thyroid issues, as you guys know. So it's going to be hard for me to conceive, if at all. And I had this beautiful, vivid dream that I had a daughter, and she was telling me, about Morrigan, and, she was talking about the sun and the earth, and who she liked as a person, and who's the people she liked and why. And so I felt she was very sensitive in manner, and so I remember calling her Morgan Ann, and so Morgan, which is not spelled like the Morgan at all, but it's still associated to her. And then the middle name Ann, because that's my grandma and my mother-in-law's name, the middle name. So I just thought that was really interesting, and it was so vivid. And I remember in the dream that it was like Morrigan downloading me with like thoughts, and that if you worship me and you stop worrying about everything, I will give you a daughter. I will give you a healthy daughter, and I will, you promise, if you keep your promise, I'll keep mine, basically. And I never, thought second about that connection there. But it was beautiful, and I'm so grateful today that I'm wearing my beads that I got from Power Femme. And this broke once, and I resent it back, and she was grateful to, and I was super grateful that she was so nice about it, and she replenished it, the part that broke, just for shipping, because I bought this, and so I'm gonna wear it today, whether it be out like this or it be under my shirt, which will probably be under my shirt, because I had one of the directors at where I work, I was wearing a labradorite pendant, and I was wearing my pinnacle, and he's like, is that it's so funny, he's like, are you Pentecostal? And then he's like, no, do you worship that little dude, the Satan? And I'm like, no, or Lucifer, or I don't know what he said, but it was just like so outrageous, and it made me laugh, and he was laughing, but I'm like, no, not at all. But just a little joke for the day, how the people that I'm around at work, we all get along, but it's just I can't. I'm trying to open up as much as I can without saying, hey, this is what I do. But they know I have a business. They know that I'm intuitive, and I think that's why my boss kind of stays away from me, because I can read people's energy, and so like he's not around me very much because of that reason, I think, because he knows I can pick up on him. But yeah, I just think that's funny. And so I feel recharged because I really didn't want to call off work yesterday, but I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm so glad I did, because I feel like between that long walk that I couldn't have took if I went to work, and the day of resting and making videos and contemplating and worshiping, I wouldn't have been able to do that all in one day. So I'm glad that I went and done that, and now I'm returning to work today with a positive attitude, refreshed, even though I'm still fighting the nausea and a little bit of the dizziness and the mental fog. I'm still trying my hardest to make the best out of this day going to work. Even though it's raining, I love the rain, And another funny thing that, I guess I don't have to talk about it, but I kind of want to talk, if you guys are interested, and I'll leave it here because I don't want to go into more of a vulnerability, I would say, if no one's going to really take anything from it or even really listen to it and understand the value of it. So I could talk more about, if you guys want, my experience with that ritual that Mina sent me and the ritual kit. I talked about the ritual kit on my channel, but I didn't talk about the ritual that I done. And I wrote down some things and I channeled some things, and it's profound, guys. It really is. And so I'm excited about this journey, and I needed that person that I could trust and that I look up to and that really knows their shit. And so I was like, who better than her? So I definitely recommend her for anyone, whether you've studied witchcraft for a while or you just started. She knows her stuff, and she's so sweet and so generous, and she's so fair, and so I really just want to throw that out there. If you guys want to know more about my experience with that ritual, I wrote it down in my bullet journal, which right now my bullet journal is acting as just a compilation of everything that it's like brain dump. It's like my calendar, it's my book of shadows journal, whatever. It's just everything right now. But I will let you guys go because I've been rambling for 8 minutes. But just let me know down below if you guys are interested in that. I hope you guys have liked the new content of Pick a Card. Those seem to be the easiest for me. It doesn't take very long, and everyone can choose something different, because I don't have time right now to do the zodiacs. But hopefully I could get to that eventually. But right now with work, I just can't do it. But thank you again for watching, and I look forward to the next video with you guys. Blessed be.